Hey everyone, it's Pizza Pillow here, and we're gonna review the second string of episodes after the winter break for the DC TV shows. Of course, The Flash, Arrow, and Legends of Tomorrow. Starting in chronological order again with The Flash this week.
Yes.
What happened? What happened in The Flash?
Well, the big plot point was Eobard Thawne returning, or
Coming back?
back, or no, well,
okay.
arriving for the first time, or
From his point of view, he's arriving for the
Yeah.
first time,
yeah,
and from Barry's point of view, he's coming back. So,
yes.
traveling in the wrong order and meeting,
Yeah.
time travel.
Well, they tried to explain it on the show.
Yeah,
It was a very confusing
the drawing.
theory. Yeah, the drawing was. I don't know why they did that. But I liked. I don't mind like the reasoning behind him coming back. I like that he came back because that gave his whole character a little more background.
Yeah.
Because I mean, since he came from the future, he has to reappear at some point, and like his background has to be discovered in the show at some point.
Yeah, I mean, they even said this week, like, this was his origin story.
Yeah, exactly, and that was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
the character. Like,
Yeah, the actor's really good as well.
yeah, the actor's really good, and was cool to see the suit again. And,
Yeah.
like, and, yeah.
And yeah, I really like the Reverse Flash character. I think he's great and works really well
Yes.
with Barry Allen. I have to admit, I don't really understand their reasoning for bringing him back, because I thought when Eddie died, the Eobard would never have existed at all. But as it turns out, like the Speed Force Remnant thing, that he was still in the past or something.
Yeah, like the mother's
Yeah.
death has to happen, which kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it's a fixed point in time.
Yeah, it's a fixed point.
They even use the phrasing and
Yes.
so yeah, which made it kind of weird because, as you said before when we were discussing, you can really see how the young part of the gang
Yeah.
is way more irrational thinking.
Yes.
You know, Wells knew that if Nora Allen's death is a fixed point in time, there's no point in capturing Eobard Thawne, because they
Yes.
know somehow he's gonna escape or be let out, because he's gonna end up killing Barry's mom at some point.
Yeah.
And Wells knew that, but the other ones were just like, oh no, we gotta, because they're
And-
young, and
yeah.
it makes sense.
And then the tie-in with Cisco's powers, the Vibe powers.
Vibe.
I really like the powers, and I mean Cisco's probably my favorite character on the
It's
show
Cisco.
anyway. But I hope like the powers with the glasses was really cool,
Mhm.
but it seems very powerful. Like if he actually can
Yeah.
trigger his powers when he wants, whenever he wants, with that with those glasses, well then, I mean,
Then
well,
why don't they just? Why isn't he the main character?
well, yeah, he will be the most powerful. Like he can look into the future, past, like into other worlds.
Yeah.
So, well then, who would stand against that? Like he could just concentrate on Zoom and probably like see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that his powers will be used quite sparingly, saying maybe that
They
he's
have
only
to.
able to vibe very
Yeah.
vivid scenes in certain occasions, like life and death and
I
stuff.
mean, they in the episode, this was caused by the timeline trying to fix itself.
Yeah.
There was some drawback kind of to his power. He was affected by it as the only one.
Yeah.
But I hope they introduce something under normal conditions that he can't just use his power, because that would be way too powerful and wouldn't help the story, I guess.
But do you think? I mean, I'm thinking if he's vibing someone, he could be vibing their doppelganger on Earth 3, for example, or something like that.
Yeah, something like
could be
that.
the worst, the wrong
Yeah.
one. Like there could have a plot point where he's like, oh, he's here, the criminal is here, but turns out he was some other place and he vibed the Earth 2 or Earth X doppelganger of that criminal.
Yeah.
I think that could be a nice story.
Yeah, I guess.
Although that would really make Cisco the main character of that story.
Yeah, well, they can have like there were
Yeah.
episodes where Barry wasn't like a lot in the episode, and it was like a side plot was the main plot, but yeah, I don't think they will do that, because it's already pretty confusing with every character having a doppelganger
Yeah.
on Earth too. So if they have like more Earthers, I think they briefly mentioned the possibility of there being a lot more worlds, but they actually like use them, and then it's gonna be very confusing for
Yeah.
a lot of viewers.
I mean, it's a multiverse, not a
True.
duoverse.
Yeah, true. Well, yeah,
But you never know. I mean,
that's gonna be like too.
I really like the line
Complicated something.
from Wells saying that like the Earth, like what we call
Yeah.
Earth 1 is Earth 2 for him.
Yes, of course.
That really puts things into perspective. Like, I mean, you kind of don't think about it, and The
Well,
other
for the-
characters don't treat him like he's on his Earth too. They treat him like he's a stranger on the Earth, but they don't consider a lot of times that he's the one that's like
No.
surrounded by strangers.
They're gonna go to Earth 2 at some point, right? I think that was pretty.
I think they're gonna meet like
revealed. Yeah.
Barry too, right?
I hope so.
And Killer Frost.
But at some point, I think they're gonna go there, and then I guess they're gonna have the same perspective, kind of. We'll
yeah,
see.
of course. Speaking of doppelgangers,
Hunter Zolomon.
Hunter Zoloman.
Uh,
Is it Zoloman or Zolomon?
Zolomon. I don't know. I don't know.
Hunter Z.
Hunter Z. Zoom.
Yeah,
in the
I mean,
comics. Like yeah,
Zoom.
like yeah, in the
Zoom.
comics, he is Zoom. So
Who isn't Zoom though?
yeah, who isn't Zoom? But that brings up a lot of questions.
Is he gonna be Zoom?
Yeah, well, that specific Hunter Zolomon we saw, probably not.
Yeah.
Because why would Zoom just sit on a park bench randomly?
Yeah. Also, he's on Earth 1, and Zoom is presumably from Earth 2.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
So he's just Jay's doppelganger.
yeah.
Yeah.
So my theory is that he is still Hunter Zolomon, the Hunter Zolomon from Earth 2. You know, who then isn't Jay. You know, there was some mix around. It doesn't have to be the exact same, right?
Wait, but there can't be a Hunter Solomon in Earth 2. Because it's Jay Garrick.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, there is another Hunter Zolomon. Like in Earth 2, someone is also named Hunter Zolomon, and he will be Zoom.
Oh, but he doesn't look like Jay.
No, he doesn't look like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
I still hope it's none of the characters we sort of know, so none of the doppelgangers.
Yeah.
I don't know, that would be too easy, I think.
Although you gotta kind of expect it of a show. Although you never know.
No, I don't think you have to expect it.
I hope it's like, I think it's like Zoom is just it. He's just Zoom.
Well, yeah,
But
I hope it's something like that.
yeah.
But
Speed Force.
Speed Force, we never know.
Yeah, you never know. But I mean, so do you think that they just introduced Hunter Solomon in order to get Jay cured? Because that's what they were gonna use to try and cure Jay, to replace some of his DNA cells with his doppelganger's
Well,
identical DNA. That's what
Mhm.
Caitlin said.
No, but in the episode they said it's not possible because his DNA
Really?
was altered by the Speed Force. Yeah, the
Oh,
only way is to get his speed back. That's what they said in the end. So
then let's just get his speed back.
let's just do that. But
Do that.
I don't know. I don't know where they're gonna go with that.
Yeah.
It's not really important because for that they have to beat Zoom, which is like what they're gonna do anyway. So who cares?
You never know.
You never know. Yeah.
You could end the season 2 nothing.
Nothing
It's-
happens.
Barry dies and there's no more show.
Yeah. Jake Garrick
Well-
is the main character.
Wally West.
Wally West. Yeah.
Wally West.
Yeah. He wasn't really
Yeah.
important. Well, the mother died, I guess.
Yeah. Francine.
Francine died, which I don't care. I hated her. Like
Like, it didn't really matter.
it didn't really matter. Like I wasn't.
Like, Iris had that scene that she forgives her, but, like, did we really expect anything else?
Not really. I would
So it
never
just
have
happened.
forgiven that woman if she was my mother, but it's. a
But,
TV
you know, it's a TV
show.
show.
It's a TV show. Yes, but speaking of relationships, we now know that Patty is out of the show.
Well, not.
No, she wasn't killed at least, but she went out in a very cheesy misunderstanding, forced drama. Well, she was essentially written out, which of course,
Yeah.
that meant that it was kind of a weird, bad ending.
But as far as we know, it's not the writer's fault that
No,
she had to be written out. Like,
you never
last
know.
minute.
You never know.
But you never know.
But it's just sad that it had to happen because I really liked the chemistry between her and Barry.
Yeah, it
Like,
definitely felt
everyone-
like
yeah.
something that they didn't introduce just to have for half a season.
Yeah. And I like however they will or will not force Iris with back together with Barry. I can't see that happening like in a normal way. If they do that, it's gonna be
Although I don't know,
really
because
weird.
I mean, we're gonna talk about this later in Legends of Tomorrow, but Gideon only shows a prediction, so we don't know if the Iris West
Yes.
Allen article of the newspaper in the Time Vault is an
Season,
actual fact.
Yes.
We also don't know that Iris doesn't just marry Earth 2 Barry, and just blue balls the
True,
current
true.
Barry.
We don't know it so much. Overall, I really liked the episode just because of the dialogue. You know, there were so many cool lines. Like Harry and Cisco their relationship
usual, yeah.
is hilarious. Like dialogue and stuff, like with don't slur. There was so.
I really like their interaction because
Yes.
like even though they're complete opposite and they keep disagreeing, like you can see that Cisco's always like, "I'll help you," and they're always together because in the end they actually enjoy each other's company.
Exactly.
You know, they're scientists and that's what they share.
Yeah, it was really, really nice and a lot of jokes. Overall, I'd give the episode 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I think I'll give it a solid 7 as well.
Because, I mean, of course I didn't like the subplot with Patty, but it had to happen and the episode was good nonetheless. The prank call was a little much at the end.
Yeah, I feel like the whole Patty thing was just... I mean, it was kind of forced and it was not up to standards.
Yes.
Like the way she was whining at Barry, like saying, "Why are you acting this way?" And he, like, why do you think he's sad? Maybe because you broke up with him.
I guess.
Like, how is that Barry's fault? I don't understand. But I really like that when she's like, "Tell me you're the Flash and we can be together." He's just like, "No, you said no. Now you go." I thought it was really badass of him to stick to his guns.
Yes.
And not, flip flop.
That was good.
That's really nice.
That was good.
It shows that Barry's really mature.
Yes. Yeah. Because if he would have just turned around, that would be, it would just show his immaturity.
Yeah. Exactly.
Good way to at least do that. Yes.
So yeah, overall 7 out of 10. Solid.
Solid. Definitely.
Solid. And next week's episode directed by Rachel Talalay, who directed what I ranked as my favorite Doctor Who episode ever.
Yes.
So that's gonna be. I'm really looking forward to next week.
Okay. We'll see. I'm always looking forward to new episodes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Well, then let's move.
All right, let's move on to Arrow. All right then, Arrow.
Yes.
Arrow.
The show that doesn't know anymore what it is.
The Felicity show.
The show about a strong, independent woman.
A strong, independent woman and her sidekick who occasionally fights crime and occasionally wins fights.
Yeah, occasionally.
Recently. And,
Let's get it out of the way. Okay, what the fuck did they do?
The elephant in the room.
So, Felicity. There was one of the most annoying, subplots I've ever seen in a TV show. I literally walked away from the TV to get a drink from the kitchen while the episode was still running. Holy shit. The dialogue was just
we're talking about the whole Felicity
brain dead.
Thingy, hallucination.
Yeah, the hallucination.
Yeah, the hallucinations. Just
the dialogue. I mean, okay, it wasn't it was her medication or whatever. But why did they have to show that in that way? It was so.
It also made no sense to me personally because her goth counterpart said something about how she dresses nicely now and she's a serious person, and she literally says, "Look where that got you."
It was
Look where that got you. She's the CEO of a multi-million-dollar company.
Billion even, yeah.
She's engaged to be married to the man of her dreams, who's a super fucking hero. Look where that got you.
Yeah.
Could she have done better? This is the top of I don't know. That just made no sense to me.
Yeah, the dialogue was pretty very stupid. Then when Oliver was actually there, she didn't even tell him about the side effect.
I honestly don't know why she didn't tell him. Yeah. Classic forced drama. Just tell him.
Yes.
Just tell him. He's your fiance.
The most annoying thing was even then in the end, it didn't even matter.
No, nothing. It just happened. She's just like.
So you could literally cut that whole part out of the episode.
Yes. Make it a 20-minute or just about Diggle.
Yeah. That would be very fun. I mean, that's basically the main storyline right now about Diggle and his brother.
Yeah, Oliver was kind of the sidekick in both storylines this week.
Yeah.
Because half the episode was about Felicity and half the episode was about the Diggles.
Yeah. The Diggles.
Whom we like.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Diggle is the man. He's the black driver. Is the man.
Yeah.
And now he has the black brother. No.
The black brother. Yeah, the black driver.
Yeah. I like Andy as a character. He has a cool background story, with the crime and stuff, and I still think in the end of the episode, okay, he comes home, they let him out of the cage.
Yeah, finally. So he can pee.
Yeah. Such a weird.
Where did he poo?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess they let him out now and then, but they just
They
didn't
just
show-
brought a. They just had Curtis bring a toilet in.
Yeah, I don't know.
Phillies did his errand boy
Oh,
nowadays, and but yeah, Andy's awesome. And I thought he played it really well at the end
yes.
when he faked double cross, triple, quadruple,
Yeah.
double agent. Id.
That was
The guy.
that was cool. Like when they in the Argos Central, and then he pretended to be on their side and stuff. And
Yeah.
well, I guess the plan was that then Diggle can surprise them or something. Well, or part of the plan was that he gets caught. I didn't get what their plan was, because for me it seems like without Oliver stepping in, like Diggle would be pretty dead. All they would have to-
John Diggle?
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
Yeah. So I don't know what their plan was exactly.
I guess it was to have Andy be captured there to draw the attention. I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
he immediately said like Diggle is in the vents, my
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah, but he said Diggle is in the vents in
Yeah.
order to.
It's so confusing with
To
the
get-
dates, but
Yeah, he
Yeah.
said Johnny's in the
Yeah.
vents in order to gain the trust back of the dude.
yeah, still, but then was their plan then?
That was their plan, right?
Yeah, but I don't.
Yeah,
But what did it help them?
I do not know.
Yeah. So the plan was a little weird, but
Speed. No.
as it,
Not this time.
Not this
We
time.
can't just say Speed Force when we don't understand something in Arrow.
there are
That's
no
an issue.
super mystical powers. Mystical powers.
Oh, we're just gonna say it's Constantine.
Yeah. So I don't know really what happened, but as every time it worked out well in the end, because Oliver stepped in and he actually was able to fight.
For once,
For
he
once
kicked
in the
some.
team, yeah. He wasn't completely wrecked.
Yeah.
That was a nice surprise. Although this week it wasn't important at all. Like
No.
the whole episode was more filler episode with no real impact.
I mean, Waller died.
Yes, there was like a lot of people. Oh my god, they actually killed her and blah blah blah. I didn't really care because she's not a huge character. She was always an asshole. They never really liked her.
Yeah, it felt quite inconsequential. Like
Yeah,
it was just, oh, she's alive. Oh, she's dead.
She wasn't like
Big
human,
friggin'
really,
deal.
you know.
Not really. She
She-
was the.
She never. They never showed like her character really. Like she was so rational.
We never
that she-
sympathized at all.
No, of course not. So I didn't really care, and
Yeah.
she is like another guy or woman can take her place easy, you know, because
Easy.
there was nothing special.
I
about
hope
her.
this doesn't mean that Lila takes her place or something. Like
Oh, no,
maybe they're
I
leading to
hope-
that. I hope not.
I hope not.
I hope not.
I like the Diggle has like the family and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if Lila would do like she can't realistically, you know, that would destroy
No.
the family and
Yeah.
stuff. So well, the only impact the episode had in the end we had the tie-in with the background story
With the dude,
flashbacks.
the
Yeah,
what's his
the-
name?
guy from the island. Oh, I
Yeah.
don't know. Do we know?
Count something, right?
I don't know.
That's Count Vertigo or something. Count Dooku.
I don't know, but yeah, we get to see him in Afghanistan with the Diggle brother.
With
That might mean that Andy at some point was on the island. We don't know.
oh, that's possible. Yeah.
So
Or he will help. Wait, Andy will help Oliver in the past. So overall,
well, that is a little complicated. Like because the Felicity part is just I can't acknowledge like her at all. Like I just want her to be gone, or not be gone, but like her side plots, whatever. I don't care.
Like I don't
So-
mind her just being the hacker as usual.
Yeah,
But
she
I
has to
couldn't
be the strong, independent woman.
like I couldn't handle her whining to Oliver all the time in season 3. Let alone her whining against herself now.
Yeah, she doesn't even need another character
just-
anymore to be annoying.
Yes, she's just incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
So that just, if I cut that out, it was a solid episode. I like where they're going with the story. I really like the Diggle brothers, so that was like
The Diggle Brothers storyline was excellent. I
Yeah.
thought. I
So
thought it was
that's
very
like
well done.
solid 6 out of 10. With Felicity, taking into account that part, it was like a really not a good episode. Like 3
Yeah.
or 4. That was just why. I don't
Yeah.
know what they're thinking.
I don't know. I'm torn between a 5 and a 6 because
Yeah.
I really like the Diggle stuff and the tie-in with the island.
Yes.
Nonetheless, the Felicity storyline was just so bad that it must bring it down. Nonetheless, giving it a 5 would make it seem like the whole episode was bad. So I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Be generous.
I
And,
guess. I just hate Felicity way too.
you just hate Felicity too much? Yeah.
Well, in the end of the episode, Oliver kind of recognizes that there might be ways to heal her, so I
Yeah.
guess that plot isn't over.
Oh, by the way, what do you think of her name? Overwatch.
I was like, I don't know, it was confusing to me at first.
I had to go back and listen to it again because
Yeah.
I didn't understand what he said.
I don't like the name.
Hashtag
actually.
foreigner
It's,
problems.
it's weird.
Like Overwatch, like
Yeah, and the Blizzard game is coming out. It confused me for a moment.
Is it a Blizzard game called Overwatch?
Yes, it's whatever. Yeah. So, well, rating is hard, so that's why we just talk about it and not just put a rating on it. But
So far.
so far, no. Okay, whatever. That was Arrow. from last
Arrow. Legends of Tomorrow.
week. The third show
Yeah.
that we cover in this show. There are
Not
no-
quality wise.
Not
quality-wise.
Definitely. Well, yeah. So far, not. I mean,
Yeah.
only 2 episodes, but well, this was theoretically still the first episode. Part
Yeah,
two
part 2 of the
yeah.
pilot. Although it felt self-contained.
It
to some
definitely
extent,
did.
I
yeah.
thought.
It did. I mean, the whole Legends of Tomorrow will not really feature a lot of side plots. It will always be the one main plot. to
Yeah,
some
it's
extent,
just a mini-series about this.
I guess.
Well, yeah, not even mini.
No, not many. But yeah, they followed the plot line from the first episode, and well, this time we meet the young Professor Stein in the year
Yes.
1975.
Martin Stein, sparking doobies everywhere, and hitting on
Sarah.
canaries.
Yeah, canaries. Yeah, that was
That was so funny.
that was one of the most hilarious scenes. Like both the lines. Like my favorite line was "Stop flirting with me." That was fucking awesome.
And I love when Stein is like old Stein.
Yeah.
He says to that of course he's gonna be distracted by the sexy young assassin, and Sarah says, "Oh, you think I'm sexy? Don't finish the sentence.
Yeah.
Don't." That was hilarious. That was absolutely great dialogue.
Yeah. The plot line was really funny and really
Yeah.
good. Except, well, the reasoning behind it, they again triggered a time paradox, some kind. Why did Stein have to go there, and why did they actually have to talk to the guy? Why not just like infiltrate the facilities? And
Yeah,
just-
I feel like Stein should have just stayed back and
Yeah.
sort of guided them to, because he knew, of course, the
they should have
premises of
just
the school.
stolen it,
Yeah,
without
just
talking
borrowed
to
it.
or no,
Yeah.
like that wasn't really possible. Just steal it, and then
Yeah, but then Stein wouldn't have it to.
well, they of course they bring it back,
Yeah, so they
Why-
just borrow it like
Yeah, yeah. They don't have to like talk to him. That was.
Yeah.
I mean, it made for some of the funniest moments in the whole
Yeah, yeah.
universe so far.
I guess that's why they put it in. I mean, they couldn't think just.
I guess.
And
For the sake of the comedy.
and it seems like, I mean, from this episode in the first episode they explored the chemistry, Sarah, McRory, aka Heatwave,
Yeah.
and Cold, and now they're split into different groups to just get as much humor as possible by just trying different combinations of characters.
Yeah.
So we had, as we said, Jefferson, Stein, and Sarah, and then on the other side we had McRory and Cole. This time with Ray, with the Atom, and another very funny scene at the house of, as it turns out, Vandal Savage.
Yeah.
Coinkydink. Yeah, with Ray triggering the backup alarm,
That was.
and Cole just being like, "Just leave me alone."
Yeah.
You know.
Ray has no experience in
Yeah, he doesn't.
breaking into houses, but yeah, that dialogue, like Cold thinking about himself and stuff.
Yeah.
That was really cool, and like I can see that like Cold and Ray will have like kind of bromance or whatever, but well, Heatwave was a little useless this episode.
I thought it was funny. Like,
yeah, I guess
he didn't
I mean,
do much. He just smashed the
but
glass.
you just said they will mix up characters. I'm excited for the first time when they when they have Cold and Heatwave in different groups.
Yeah, when they
Because
split the.
Then we will see that Heatwave
The
is
roles.
utterly useless.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Or we might be surprised and see that he can do stuff.
I don't know. I'm not convinced by his character.
I mean,
still.
Firestorm, as you said last week, is the same powers but better.
But yeah, way better, way more.
I mean, he stopped. He absorbed a nuclear blast.
Yes, that was pretty cool.
That's OP.
That is.
That's, or at least it's P. It's very P.
It is. Yeah. Then they had. Well, okay. We have to talk about the Hawks.
The Hawks.
The Hawks.
I actually stopped. Like, I paused the episode when they said, "Oh, but he was a son," about Aldous Barbara,
Whatever.
the professor from the previous week. Minute 141.
Yeah.
That's including the previously on. So 141 into the video.
Yeah.
They said it was our son. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Already?
So.
I guess they got it out of the way early because, please.
Yeah.
There's no way they felt anything for that son
Yeah.
because it wasn't that live.
No.
And
It's
strange, but
so strange.
it's true. And of course, we can't mention the Hawks without mentioning one of the Hawks being
Killed.
killed.
Did it.
To
Yeah.
dead
Yeah. I actually like.
correct.
I wasn't actually expecting him to die, but when
Yes.
he did, I was just yes,
Yeah.
holy shit, yeah, because he was the character I actually liked the least
Mm-hmm.
out of all of them. So I actually think it was good that they killed a major character. That was something
Yeah.
I didn't think they would do something like that, but they did.
I mean, of course, it's a reincarnating character,
Yeah,
so
it's really not
I
that
think in a
impactful.
couple of episodes, another version of him will
Yes.
be returning.
They will just get one of like him from the future or past.
Yeah.
You know, probably from the future. Otherwise, he will not have the memories. But you know.
Yeah.
They just.
But you never know.
We don't even know like how they reincarnate and stuff. If they have to both be dead or not.
Yeah, does he have to wait until
I
Kendra
guess
or
they might
Sheer die?
Well, they will figure that out. I guess. You don't know.
Yeah, I mean, she should just kill herself.
I wouldn't mind. I mean, but maybe now without him, they can give her some character depth.
I mean,
guess.
she was nice with Cisco.
She was actually.
She was nice with Cisco, and suddenly she turns into this hawk, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, great.
Yeah.
The manly McMahon comes along and says,
We are
4,000
destined.
years or fucking so.
Yeah.
Cisco, bye bye.
Yeah.
I'm getting some of that.
So
And-
I guess they gonna explore it. I guess, and well, yeah. Overall, they have such great character chemistry still between the, like. I guess she can fit in somewhere, you know.
Yeah.
I like that even like Rip Hunter, I mean whatever he did all that episode, like all the time on the ship, but that he kind of has a connection, you know, to some of the characters now, that they might listen to him or whatever.
For sure. I mean, we saw that
He fixed.
Stein
Yeah.
was, as he said, a self-proclaimed arrogant jerk
Yes.
for not listening to anyone, really. I mean, that's kind of a
Because he
definition.
felt he was the most intelligent. Well, he
Yeah.
probably still is, but
And he probably still is, but he needs to respect the fact, and I think by what he said at the end of the episode, he will respect the fact that in terms of timeline management, Rip Hunter is by far the most knowledgeable, actually the only one with any knowledge at all on their time ship, the
Yeah.
Wave.
that is
Rider.
that is something. I mean, I mentioned that last week, but I hope they stop messing with the timeline. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
They have to be some like professional there. Should be professional about it. You know, you can't just do stuff like that.
Or at least just not completely dumb.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
so, I mean, it was still pilot part 2, so maybe they will. The end now recognizes that they will not do that anymore. Although we thought that at the last.
Yeah,
episode
I mean,
too.
the scene at the end this time really seems like they're even calling Rip Hunter Captain, that he will tell them, you know, you can't mess with this part of the timeline, you can mess with this one, but no,
It was funny for me because, well, in Legends of Tomorrow they mess with the timeline so hard, and they just fix it. He just gives him a call, just go there to meet the daughter of the other guy, and in Flash, like people almost die and people are erased from the timeline and stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Cisco almost got Back to the Future.
I guess it was weird. Maybe the time council should have a word with Flash. I don't know.
Yeah, but they're just observing.
I guess.
Plus, can they catch him?
I don't know. They will know where he is at a certain point and just travel.
Just bonk.
Yeah.
Just land on him.
Yes. So, yeah. I mean, yeah. What else happened in the episode? The Hawkeye was killed and they almost killed Savage. Now they know how to actually kill him.
Yeah.
Like,
with that blade
how
thing.
the fuck did they not know that before? But okay. So it has to be her.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that is kind of a point of hope for me here, because that means
Well, it has to be either him or her, right?
no, he can't do it because it's her knife or whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because he gifted it to her. Yeah, I guess he doesn't need to return. You know,
I guess not.
Kenneth don't need him.
I mean, I'm sure he will, but...
Yeah, but maybe not as a main character. You know?
What if it turns out to be like one of Savage's future henchmen before he emerges?
Well, but Savage still needs to kill them both to get like his life power.
Oh yeah, Savage would just kill him.
So, but he might actually not return as a main character like he was in these 2 episodes. Maybe they will meet him or something, but he will either have no memory, or maybe something like that. You know, at least not until the end of the show. Maybe that is something I would like. You know.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yes.
And so yeah,
Overall.
we don't really know what's gonna happen next week. They didn't really give a tease about that.
Nope.
Of
And
course,
I
Kronos
don't-
is still looking for Rip Hunter, so
I
he's
don't
gonna appear soon.
I never watch like teasers for episodes because I mean I can't wait a week.
Yeah. Oh, and let's just talk about quickly also with the tie-in with Arrow, in that Damien Dark appeared
Well, yeah.
at the auction at the start
Yeah.
in white suit
I
this
mean,
time.
it kind of makes sense, you know.
Yeah.
Like the evil guys.
But also Dark was the same age in 75, which means that he's also got some.
Well, yeah, okay.
No.
It makes
Yeah.
sense because he's like a magician or some shit.
Yeah.
But
And speaking of the auction, the way that they bid, using
Oh,
the
that
guns,
was so cheesy.
cheesy. I love that.
yeah,
It's
the,
just
the fighting was cool, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, when Adam shot out of Stein's pocket, that was so awesome. That scene was just boom, boom,
I
boom.
didn't talk to you.
Awesome.
Yeah. What did you say? I didn't know. Yeah. Overall, the dialogue was good. Sometimes cheesy, but
I think good cheesy. At
Yes,
least in this
yes.
episode, I thought it was good cheesy.
and very funny.
A lot of weed jokes.
Actually, yes, they did a lot of weed jokes. I mean, they actually showed a joint in. weed
Yes,
on
and
camera.
Sarah picked it up at the end. Like,
She only took the joint, not the rest. Yeah.
and
But-
young Stein getting knocked out with
holy
the
shit, yeah,
bong. That was funny.
yeah. Yeah, I think this show can has still a great potential.
Yeah,
They can do a lot with all the different characters, and
yeah, and it
I
seems that
overall-
they're playing up Sarah as well as Cold as a
Yes.
comic relief
Yes.
character. So that's gonna be fun because
and the good thing is, except the Hawks, they don't really have like love drama in there, which I really like. I hope
Yeah.
they keep it that way. Now,
I do hope they
now,
keep it that
now
way.
they don't even have the Hawk love drama really, so they could just hopefully keep it that way. So then there's no forced drama.
I mean, there's no really candidates because Sarah's the only woman on the ship, isn't she?
yeah, and she's lesbian, so
No, she's bi, right?
is she?
She was
Oh
with
yeah,
Queen.
true. Yeah, okay.
Oh, also the priestess is on the ship, but I don't know if she counts.
Yeah,
but
but-
she's probably like bound by
I don't
fate to Carter.
Let's just
Bound.
hope it doesn't happen. You know,
Yes,
at least
unless it's Hawkgirl and Sarah, I can get behind that.
Okay. What do you give the episode overall?
I mean, I'm gonna give it an 8 because I really enjoyed it and it was really funny. Time travel, Rip Hunter, cool stuff.
I'm gonna stay with the same as last week. 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to see what they do next week.
Yes, me too.
I'm hoping for a Kronos appearance.
Yeah,
And-
maybe some background.
Well, this time they went to 75, so I assume they go to the future next time.
maybe.
I mean,
Might
they did announce that future Green Arrow is gonna
Yeah, exactly.
feature
So-
Stephen Amell.
Although that's gonna be hard, like to show future and stuff. you know. But
Yeah, they're gonna be a lot of guessing.
yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Like we can't really speculate anything about that show, except
really.
that at some point they will kill Savage in the end. Pretty sure about that.
And Arrow will appear.
I guess yeah, that was.
And Barry hasn't appeared yet, but he's supposed to, right? I don't know.
We'll see.
Maybe.
We
We'll see.
next week.
So yeah,
Right here.
of course, right here next week. Tune in around the same time, maybe even earlier.
Hopefully.
Yeah, our holidays just ended,
Yeah.
so our schedules kind of got a bit mixed up. But we're back here in. You wouldn't know the town. I don't bother even saying it. And yeah, looking to do more videos.
Yes.
Should be fun. All right, see ya.